Greetings to everyone, it's Stanislav Metkov. Right now we are in Krakow, Poland, and let me introduce you Lukasz Grzyb, the founder of Carbopol. And today we would like to talk with you about the history of your brand. So I have a traditional question. How you became a hookah lover first, and when it happened?
Well, actually, it's a strange thing because most of the people they got the connection that hookah is the very, I would say, Arabic kind of thing. But the first time I had a chance to smoke proper hookah was actually in Germany, and hookah was introduced to me by Erdal Torsuke.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Who actually
The founder of
the name.
Nargilem.
Of the Nargilem brand, and also the name is also probably like not Nargilem, but hookah is like actually brought to European market by Erdal. So yeah, as a friend of mine and partner in business for many years, he actually showed me like how it is. Actually, the funny thing is that I was already the producer of the charcoal. Yeah, but I've never had a chance to smoke the proper hookah before, so that's
The
strange.
producer of charcoal for hookah.
No, actually the story started in 1999, last century, and we started to work on the project for the charcoal because of the church market.
Huh.
Yeah, so there was no hookah market yet in Europe. I mean, like very few places you could get the hookah, and it started from the German market. So that's how it started, almost 23 years ago, and it still continues.
Huh. So how this idea appears? Like how was it?
Actually, by kind of, I would say, accident.
Okay.
Before I was the producer of the charcoal, my father was the producer for the shoes, for the men's shoes. And then this business actually collapsed somehow, and we decided to have some kind of the break to clean up the brain, and we decided to go to Greece for the holidays. And in Greece, I found that local people there were using charcoal, as we know, the round tablets, for the incense. So we decided, like, okay, nice idea. Maybe it would work also for the grill, for the barbecue. Right? So that's like, self-lighting thing, whatever. And then we decided to try to make it. At those times, there were only two producers, except of Chinese producers, of course, in the world. It was the Three Kings from the Netherlands, and one Greek company. So we managed to meet with the owner of the Greek company, and we actually said, okay, we would like to produce, maybe even for you. You have the market. He said, okay, if you will manage to know how to make it, because he was not interested to tell us anything about the technology, production, whatever. Then he said, okay, then I give you the green light. And my father is a very stubborn guy, and he said, okay, we will do it. It cannot be that hard. Actually, it was not that easy as we thought at the beginning. So it took more than 2 years to find the right receipt, and then we came back with the ready product. The guy was like, oh, like really surprised, because it appeared to be better than his product. Of course, he asked the question like how we have done it. So we said the same question, like, try. And that's how it started. We started from the market of Greece, and then we the second market was actually Germany, and that's how it started. Like, as I said, almost 23 years ago. So.
All right. And how it turns to the hookah product?
Well, the first customer of mine from the hookah industry was the guy from Berlin, and then it just moved because people started to use it more and more. The more Turkish and Arabic guy were coming to Germany, and then of course this is like, as you guys know, it's kind of like the religion for them.
Okay.
So they started to use charcoal, also my charcoal, and that's how it started. Then we moved to number of other countries, but step by step. So that's how it was. Yeah.
All right.
Briefly.
So what is Carbopol company right now? How many countries you supply with quick light charcoal?
it's around 70 countries actually. I don't precisely know the number because I never really calculated
Okay,
that.
can you just tell top three countries who are like best sellers for you?
Well, it's floating because of the COVID and the situation and some regulations. But if I would say the top three countries, definitely that would be Russia, where we are actually for many years now available. US. What would be the third place? Hard to say.
Maybe Germany.
No. Germany is not the quick light market that much. France was okay, but I would say not as a country, but as a continent, Africa is very.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yep.
I guess South Africa or something.
Yes. So
Okay. All right. So some people say that quick light charcoal is not something which professional hookah lovers should use. What you can reply
that's
to
what
that?
I've heard also.
Yeah.
I can see that the opinion is changing and floating. Like the older generation of hookah smokers, let's say people our age, sorry saying that, who were like 20 some years old 20 years ago, they are still smoking quick light.
Why?
I can see. Why? Because at this time there was not much low quality quick light charcoal. The problem is, in my opinion, the problem is that majority of the people, they've never had a chance to see the difference between good and bad quick lighting charcoal. So if they see the shape and if they see that it's self-lighting, they already have the opinion it's just bad, which is not actually fully true, but this is like a story.
All right. Yeah, I just want to make a quick mention of very first HookahBattle, and we have had a guy who prepared tangers. No one knows what it is with Carbopol, and he believes that this is the only correct way to prepare tangers because of heat management. So it works better because it doesn't make so intensive heat. It goes with like I don't know, more stable, easy heat, and it works better with dark leaf tobacco.
Well, it's a different product than the coconut, which is, let's say, of course, like number one in sales in general. The thing is that you don't have to be that experienced to use quick light as you have to be experienced with the coconut. And with the coconut, it's a lot more headache, as you know, because you have to have the heater, you have to prepare whatever change.
Let me just ask you, you have started this product a long time before when coconut product appears on the market. And I have some opinion of some hookah store owners that quick light charcoal being popular before like 2018. And now the sales are not so good like it was before because of the growing popularity of coconut charcoal. And are you willing to launch a cube form factor for quick light charcoal?
Actually,
to satisfy needs of people
it already exists. The product is known as Rock Cube.
Okay.
It is available partly also in Russia, so you can guys haven't tried it. As I mentioned before, but it was not recorded, it also fits the colors perfectly because of the size. It is quick light, but it's not just different form. It's just a different product. I mean, the raw materials that we are using for the cube shaped charcoal is way different than the round one. And also, as I probably mentioned before, we have made a number of blind tests among professional hookah smokers, and they couldn't tell which is coconut, which is not. I mean, this is, I would say, the good solution for outdoor using, because if you're used to smoke hookah at your home in the evening, for example, and you have everything like the heater and everything, so it's kind of also like preparing the tea. It doesn't matter how long it takes; it's just like the kind of living. But if you go outside for the trip or somewhere, quick light cubes are like the solution for it because it's less headache, working good, minimum 40 minutes of smoking, which is probably enough. If it's not enough, you can use another 3 or 4 pieces and you have another session. So yeah, I mean it's up to the opinion of many people. Of course, it's by the shape, it's just like the coconut charcoal, but it's different product. I wouldn't say it's worse, but it's just my opinion. So everybody should try themselves.
Next question gonna be about health and health risks. So there are some video materials from world-known BBC channel which shows the harmful of hookahs, and we find out, my colleague Oleg Kniginin find out how they evaluated this risk for health, and they found benzol, a component on this study, which is pretty strange. And when we looked more deeply into their video, we seen that they have used a quick light charcoal on their study. So what can you tell about it?
Well, briefly, charcoal is made of, like the ready charcoal is made of basically 3 components. This is the raw material as charcoal powder, some glue or mixture of glues, like for coconut charcoal, like the one that you guys know from Indonesia. Everybody uses the glue. It's one kind of glue which is made from tapioca, which is kind of the vegetable, the powder from the vegetable. I'm using mixture of different glues, but I would say from the food industry, so you can actually fully eat it and it's okay. Plus, with the quick light charcoal, there's kind of igniter that makes those sparks and gives the heat. And this is probably the most important thing to know which igniter to use. There are a few thousands of, let's say, igniters that you can use. What I can say, I'm using the one that it's, I wouldn't say it's like fully healthy, because the chemicals are never healthy. But once you light up the charcoal and the smoke is gone and sparklings are gone, let's say after 30 seconds, 40 seconds, there's nothing left inside. So this is just the heat, the pure heat from the tree. So, and we are, as far as I know, until now the only company, the only producer of the charcoal. We have the certificate of National Institute of Health that if you use it properly, which means you will not eat it, for example, but you just use it as a charcoal, it will not harm your health. So yeah, but this is the thing that I know and a few of my customers know, but there's a question like how to get to the number of people. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Are you still a hookah lover?
Yeah, I mean this is my life. I've been doing some other things before. As I told you, I had a shoe factory with my father. I was also involved in real estate business some time ago and some consulting things. But for last 23 years, which is majority of my life, I'm in this business and I feel comfortable there because it's always some travels, some meeting interesting people around the world, and I'm happy that I managed to get to the certain level in this industry, and it's nice to be part of that industry.
Right.
It's nice to see famous people that you usually watch on TV, that you know that they use your product.
How regular do you smoke hookah? Like per week or per month?
Well, not that much. I'm not that kind of guy that would like to sit and smoke myself. It's not like that. Same with drinking. I mean, if you drink yourself, it's not good.
Yeah.
So when I meet my friends, usually in the summertime, it happens a few times a week. Sometimes it's just once a week, and sometimes there are like 2 or 3 weeks with no hookah at all. Yeah, but I like it. I really like it, and because all of my friends, they know what I'm doing. Every time they see me, or we have some party or barbecue, whatever, they always tell me to bring hookah, charcoal, and tobacco with me. So
Okay. Do you have any specific hookah brands or flavors which you like more?
No. I mean, there was a time when I was really in love with Double Apple from Afahar, but the old one, not the one with Anish, but the one that was produced before. No, I mean, like in the past, as you all know, there were like not so many producers and not so many flavors, like it's now. So now you have like hundreds of different flavors, but Double Apple was like number one to me for many years.
and now it's not double apple, something different.
Well, it just changed. I mean, they changed the receipt, I believe, because like before, double apple was with this anise, no what is anise, and now it is with I don't like anise. That's it.
Okay.
So yeah, it's hard to say what is the I like also the grapes.
Okay.
And lemon.
All right.
Yeah. I will not mention the name of the companies because.
Okay. Okay. So, what can you tell me about Poland hookah market? What do you think about it?
Well, it's funny because like I'm actually settled here and produce here in Poland, but it's not my market. There was a fame for hookah among students like some years ago. Like now we are in Krakow, one of the most beautiful cities in this country, with number of students, and there are not too many hookah lounges. It's just not that popular. I mean, the level of experience in hookah in Poland comparing to Russia, for example, is like 1 to 10. You are guys professionals and you know how to do it. And
Yeah.
every time I'm in Russia, I enjoy going to some places and smoke hookah with my friends there. But Poland is not the right place. I mean, of course, I sell here, but the numbers are not like satisfying at all.
Right now we see here a lot of refugees from Ukraine, and you know that many Ukrainians love hookah as well, like in Russia as well. And we've seen in Warsaw that some Ukrainian guys works as a hookah master, do some hookah business as well. And it seems like they might change Poland's hookah market as well. But first question, what do you think about this? And second question, what do you think about the situation with Russia and Ukraine and war things and so on?
Well, the first part of the question, of course, like Ukrainians are more educated in how to prepare hookah, and also they are used to smoke hookah probably more often than people here in Poland. So I think this is actually the good thing, that Polish citizens will be able to experience the right hookah, because I said that like to smoke hookah or to smoke the right prepared hookah is a huge difference.
Yeah.
So maybe because of them, because of the Ukrainians, it might be really the advantage. I'm ready to fulfill the market with the charcoal as much as they need. So hopefully, yeah, the market will grow. And the second question, which is probably the most important question, is I'm generally against the war. I'm not saying it's. I don't think that anybody might win on this war. Like the history shows that wars are just stupid. That's it. Innocent people are dying, and I would like just it would stop even today. So I'm sorry for both sides actually, because innocent people are dying, and I see really no reason for that. But what can we do? So hopefully it will end up soon.
Okay. I think you know good Evgeny Fedotov,
Good friend of mine.
one of our shareholders of HookahBattle as well. I think you told you a lot about HookahBattle. So what do you think about HookahBattle? The first.
Well, as you know, I was invited by you to join. I couldn't come, unfortunately.
As a judge.
Yeah, as a judge. I've seen a number of videos, and I was just like shocked what kind of ideas guys might have. Some of these hookahs, pieces of art, I've seen live when I was in Moscow, for example. I remember once I saw it was the rotary engine from Mazda, I believe. It was changed to hookah, and surprisingly it was working. So, I mean, I like it because this shows this is like most of the people think, okay, hookah is just a very traditional thing from Turkey or Egypt, whatever. But it shows that it can be kind of the really fashion and huge movement. And I was surprised seeing number of people at that show, and I was like, wow. So definitely I'll do my best to come once at least.
And then let me ask you a question. Our next HookahBattle gonna be in Dortmund in the Tabak. It's gonna be HookahBattle Europe Cup. Would you like to join as a jury member there?
Definitely, and my plan is to to be there. I'm not fully sure whether I'm gonna be like the whole time, all those days, but we're gonna be in touch. And yeah, I would love to see the new ideas. And you say it's gonna be international, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, thank you for this great interview. It was a history of Carbopol brand, and it was Lukasz Grzyb
Thank you,
and
guys.
Krakow, Poland. We have had a really great time here. Also, thank you for the great excursion, for all these historical parts of the city. It was really,
Thank you.
really good. Thanks for your hospitality.
Yep. Thank you. Thank you, mate.